today is Wednesday. So today I am going to be doing a lot of cleaning, and I'm hoping to take you guys along with me so you guys can clean with me, and hopefully this can kind of like encourage you guys to clean any space that you have that's just dirty, messy, and you just have procrastinated and left it to be the state that it's in. And later on, a little later on, probably after lunchtime, we're going to do some illustrating. So I'm hoping to take you along and show you that process. I am going to continue with this sketchbook, and for this I am going to be illustrating a new series, but I'm also going to be working on some other things. But I wanted to show you a little sneak peek, actually a big sneak peek of what I'm going to be illustrating, and it's going to be this that I sketched in my last vlog, I think. It is a it's kind of like a high-end downtown street of Boston, which I actually went there back in 2014. I think it was 2014. So I went to Boston on this street in 2014. I was in this area, and so I decided to sketch it. I remember a lot of it from being there. I don't have the footage anymore. I wish I did, and I don't have my pictures. I don't know what happened to them, but I had a whole like camera full of pictures, and I don't know what happened to those pictures. So unfortunately I don't have my pictures from there or my footage. But I will be illustrating this along with a few other coloring pages that I am creating for colored books that I will hopefully have up before the end of this month if I can focus enough and get that up. So come along and continue cleaning and then later illustrating with me. Alright, welcome to my bathroom. I'm going to be cleaning out the cabinets right here. There are two. I have a bin, some cleaner to clean out everything. I also have a towel for the cleaner, and then hand wipes because I ain't got no gloves. So I'm going to just pull everything out, and then anything that is nasty or gross, I'm just going to chuck in here. And then anything else, we'll just categorize it all. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, now that I have everything cleaned up, I'm going to reorganize and put it all in an order. Okay, that is it. Good morning. Okay, so it is the next day. I didn't get to finish everything yesterday. Ignore my voice. It has gotten a little funky because I was out running errands yesterday, and because all the places everywhere have chemicals that they're using to cleanse everything, it kind of attacked my sinuses. So I'm not sick, it's just my sinuses are going a little crazy right now. I also didn't realize that I didn't actually introduce myself at all. So I'm Angela. I am a graphic designer and illustrator. I've worked in many different industries across the board. So today, what I would like to do, as I said, I think in my last vlog clip or the vlog clip before, something like that, I would like to take you through my illustration process. And to start that, I'm going to show you my screen here, and we're going to start to illustrate a coloring page. So this is a coloring page that I sketched out. Excuse me. That I sketched out in my sketchbook here. And I sketch it by hand, and then I just use a black marker to trace over, and then it looks like this when I put it in the program. And I'm using Illustrator, duh. And I just pull the image into Illustrator and I set it to my artboard size. The artboard is the space that you're working on and in the program. So I just take a normal picture. I took a picture with my phone and I imported it into my computer so that I can then put it here in this program. Now what I'm going to do, this is kind of like my process for this. Goodness gracious, struggling. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the whole image. I'm going to do an image trace on it, and hopefully there's lots of different options. You can preview what the options are going to look like before you actually, you know, get to see. Wow, this line art one is actually pretty good. I may choose the line art option. There's like 2, 4, 6. There's 11 options here. What does the technical drawing one look like? That one might be better. I'm not sure. I haven't. Technical drawing is better. So I'm going to go with technical drawing. And then at the top toolbar, it says to expand it. So I'm going to expand it. So I'm going to click expand, and everything, excuse me, sorry. Everything is now what's called vectorized. And vectorized is basically everything is workable or changeable or modifiable, if that's a word, in Illustrator. So I'm also going to go up to object and click on ungroup. That way nothing is grouped together, and that way it's now all an outline. Now I'm just going to go in and touch this up and fix it up real quick here and make it look more believable. By the way, if you can hear things in the background, my niece and nephew are here playing because they're so happy they just finished their online school for the day. So if you hear a lot of noise, that's them. So let's go ahead and fix this up. Decided to take a little break for some lunch, and I also got some nice herbal tea in my L mug. Isn't it cute? Just because my sinuses are so congested from being out in the world and all the chemicals that they're using, I need something to clear myself up. So, cheers. I'm halfway through the color page, and once I finish my lunch, I'm going to take you through how I choose fonts, and then it'll be all wrapped up and finished. You know, it's just one of those slow working days. But let me know, like, what's your day been like? Like, what do you get up to during these days now that we're all like either in lockdown or in quarantine? I mean, what do you guys do? How does your morning start? What's like your routine if you have one? And if you don't have one, what have you been up to? I do hope to have these color pages uploaded, hopefully. Like, there's probably only gonna be 5, but hopefully they'll be uploaded and I'll have them linked by my next vlog, so hopefully by next week. I hope I can get that done. We'll see. But if you guys want to see any more of my illustration videos and stuff like that, I do have a main channel, which I'll link down below, and I'll probably also like have a card somewhere showcasing one of my more popular videos over there if you guys want to see more of what I do. And I'm just gonna finish my tea, and then we're gonna get back into illustrating. Okay, now that I've fixed everything up in this little illustration, now what I'm going to do is I am going to choose some fonts for some of the place names that are in here. So when I'm choosing fonts, I like to keep it more on a, let me just add another layer here, maybe 2. I like to have some big block letter fonts, so for those I would typically want more of a serif font. Now, a serif font is one that has what's called ligatures. Basically, they look like an old-time font. I will show you an example here in just a second. Like, ooh, like this one, Palatino. Palatino is a really good one, but it's not thick enough. I can make it thick, but wait, you know what I mean. Let's go for Bodoni. Oh my gosh, Bodoni is a classic. I love Bodoni. Okay, so that's the name of the font. I am going to place it down here in the bottom corner. There we go. That looks nice and classic. Okay, now I'm going to switch the fill color with the stroke color. Just switch them. I'm going to zoom in here. And this is at stroke 1, so that's the weight of the stroke. I wonder if I can just like make this a bit bigger. Can I? Kind of don't want to. Let's do 1.5. That's a nice one. Okay, so there we go. An old-timey look for Boston, because Boston is a kind of like, it's in Massachusetts, so it's one of the founding colonies, the first colonies. It's been a while since I've done history, but it is one of the first settling colonies in the US. So from there, I'm going to then choose what is called a sans serif font for this other place called PRBEMENT. I did not remember seeing this one when I was in Boston, but hey, you know, sometimes you miss things when you are just walking around and you're like, oh, this is a new place. So let's see, why does this not want me to move? I need a blocky one. I don't want to go with Murad. Murad is like the most basic thing you can go with. Let me try Acumen. Acumen seems like a nice-ish one. Nice-ish. Alrighty, and I'm going to switch that to stroke. I'm gonna bring it over here so we can read it and have it in its place, and then I'm gonna arc it. It's under effect, duh. Effect, warp, and then I'm gonna arch it. with the CH, not just with the C. There's two different ones. Okay, I'm not gonna put that heavy of one on there, but it is gonna be a little one, like, let's see what 8% looks like. 8% looks okay. There we go. And I'll just make sure to swivel it into place here. Oh, whoop. It can be very tricky getting the placement just right. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't expand it. So go to Object, Expand Appearance, and that way you won't have like this confusion happening with this. There we go. Okay. There's that one, and then we need one for Pinkberry. I did go to Pinkberry when I was in Boston. It was so nice. They had like the cutest like smoothies and boba teas and desserts and stuff. I really liked it. So Pinkberry is all lowercase, and it's very rounded. It's a very rounded font. So that's another, oh, there's perfect, Bauhaus. I love Bauhaus. Bauhaus is one of those fonts that kind of just works if you want something special. And I'm going to pull this over, increase the size of this a bit. I also have to arch this one. I'm gonna arch it in the opposite direction. There we go. And then I'm going to expand the appearance under Object. Now, oh wait, did I do something wrong? I'm just gonna pull it out. You typically don't do that, but since this is just a color page, it doesn't matter so much. So for this, I'm just gonna make it look like it is meant to go up like that. There we go. All right, and now we can't see all the letters because they're not on the building. So I'm just gonna take away the last three. It's not really seen. If it wants to work with me, there we go. Okay. And there we go. That is the color page done. So that is how I make my color pages, especially like if I sketch it first and I don't do like the illustration first on the computer. Sorry, I need some water. But yeah, that's how I do it. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and going through all this process. By the way, I know I wasn't wearing these earlier. I put these on because the screen can kind of give me a little bit of a headache sometimes. These are blue light blocking glasses. If they're still available, I will link them down below because they are actually very helpful and they look pretty smart. What do you think? All right, I will see you guys tomorrow.